too cold to be out.
Yeah, he's a chilly boy. Where are you from? Jupiter. Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. Boys go to Mars to eat more candy bars. That's straight out of the 80s, by the way. That's an 80s playground insult for that ass. Girls go to Jupiter to get more stupider. You know? It works. Yo, Paul, honored to meet you. You're not meeting me, though. You're watching a stream with me on it. But hey, cool. You the chillest motherfucker ever? No. I work very hard to maintain my chill. I am not a naturally chill being. I'm a wound up being, okay? I work very hard to be chill. I do. It's a struggle. I am a very naturally salty, angry, worked up, self-righteous being. I just am. And, yeah. Share the same birthday as Carole King. Cool. I like Carole King a lot. First it was so easy just to be with you. Things were light and breezy and I knew just what to do. But you look so unhappy. I feel like a fool. Dun, 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 dun. It's too late, baby, now it's too late. And though we really did try and make it, something inside has died and I can't hide it, I just can't. Stop farting. Man, if I wish I had a fart. Hello, naughty priest. Good morning. I like that the enigmatic naughty priest shows up in the chat sometimes. Naughty priest was the type of guy, he very rarely would post outside of his super chats, but up in here, he socializes. I take that as an honor. The naughty priest socializes over here. The leader of North Korea finds this to be a chill stream. What do you believe is the antidote to cynicism? Why do you need an antidote for cynicism? Exactly. What's wrong with being a cynic? Dinor.
Might be our air filter being delivered.
I know. It's a group of dudes standing out in front of that house, talking and laughing and having a good time.
I see.
And he has zeroed in on them as the problems. The problem people.
We got new neighbors. I don't know what to tell you, D. We were the new neighbors, and now we got new neighbors.
We were just the new neighbors, and now we've got a neighbor. That's all there is to it. They're allowed to stand out in front of the house and laugh. I don't know what to tell you, bud. I don't know why you think that nobody's allowed. I don't know why you think that. Certain people aren't allowed.
See the fence, Steve?
Yeah.
That's all you care about.
That's the
And
borders.
fence.
That's the borders. Ugh. You think the Gaza ceasefire will last? Has it even begun yet? Like, I'm pretty sure it hasn't even started.
I mean, there's talk that it's like a gift to Trump.
Yeah.
So, like, I think they're probably going to try to uphold it for a little bit at least. But, I mean, there's never a true ceasefire in Israel. It's
Yeah.
just going to ramp up again in a few years if it sticks. How many ceasefires have they had at this point?
So, I don't know, tons. Just in my lifetime, tons and tons.
Oh, Netanyahu's always like, it already is like it's temporary.
Yeah. That's why I don't like cover every little drip and drab, because I've come to realize that certain things that are treated like big developments aren't. And the dance of the ceasefire is one of them. It's like, we finished bombing the parts of fucking Gaza that we wanted to bomb into dust, so we're willing to temporarily say we won't do it anymore. That's not a win.
They're still showing no intent to reach any, like, enduring peaceful solution.
And it
When that
doesn't-
happens, that's news, but...
And it doesn't change the material conditions for any of the people suffering right now at all. Like Midnight Ghoul said, like they killed 70 civilians the day that they agreed to it. Like, okay. Can I have mod? No. You're banned. Not a single person that has mods in my chat asked me for mods. That has never been the way it works. Mods are created by yours truly in the moment when they are needed. Stop smoking. I'll take the $2, but oh damn, Midnight Ghoul banned him anyway.
Yeah, there's no contract with the super chat.
No, there ain't. It doesn't come with a ban-free pass. And that is the most bannable fucking phrase around here.
Yeah.
That's the funniest shit I've ever seen. Dude was like, I'll show him. No refunds either.
Yeah. I mean, you read it.
I read it.
About as much as you can hope for.
Yeah, no refunds. All sales are final, man.
Bring it up with YouTube.
Yep.
You didn't make the super chat rules.
That's fucking hilarious. That was good. That made me pretty fucking happy. Yeah. Fuck. That is not a cheat code. Now, if there were a couple extra zeros on that, that
even
might
a
be
0.
Yeah, maybe 1 0 even might have been a cheat code, but $2 is not a cheat code, friend.
What can you even get for $2 these days?
A friendly handshake and a smile, maybe.
You can't even get shit out of the vending machines for $2
Yeah.
anymore.
You can't even get like normal shit for $2 no more. Like, I'm trying to think of the types of things that would have been $2 when I was a kid.
Probably a gallon of milk or something.
Oh yeah, you could get a gallon of milk, probably like a couple pounds of ground chuck,
Yeah.
probably like a whole bunch of vegetables. I would imagine, because
24-pack of eggs or something.
oh yeah, not all of this for $2, but you could have gotten any one of these items for $2. I remember, dude. I'm starting. This is how you know you're old, dude. I remember when candy was a nickel, but it is true. Like I remember begging my mom for 50 cents because 50 cents is what it costs to get a pack of Garbage Pail Kid cards at this convenience store, this country store that was out by where we lived. And the dude stocked baseball cards, which I loved back then too, and Garbage Pail Kid cards. And I remember begging my mom for 50 cents because that's what it cost to get a pack of Garbage Pail Kids at the convenience store. And dude, you used to get like 8 cards in the pack too. It wasn't like no skimpy pack where you get 2 cards or 3 cards. No, you got 8 cards in the pack. Dude, you can't even feed a parking meter for like 5 minutes with 50 cents anymore, bro. Pincushion Paul, remember? Pincushion Paul. Here's another. Here's the wildest one. Here's the one that blows people's fucking minds when I give them the back in my day shit. When I was a teenager, so we're talking like middle school and high school, right? When I was a teenager, McDonald's had a special every Tuesday and every Wednesday. Was a special day at McDonald's. I'm not even fucking kidding you. It was Tuesday was 15 cent hamburger day. You could get McDonald's hamburgers with the tiny patty and the pickles and the onions. You know what I'm talking about? Like just the hamburger. 15-cent hamburger day. Wednesday was 25-cent cheeseburger day. So Tuesdays and Wednesdays, dude, when it was time for lunch at school, those of us that were cool enough to have a car, we'd leave. Dude, you go get a whole bag of burgers for $5. Like we're talking $5 gets you, you could feed fucking your whole class for $5. Your whole 45 people in the class for $5. $5 won't even get you a fucking large soda and a small fry over there. And the food was good too. I'm not going to take it that far. The food was dog shit, just like it always is. Like, that is the thing about McDonald's. When it comes to the staple shit, cheeseburger, hamburger, chicken nuggets, Big Mac, the quality of that shit hasn't changed at all. I'm being dead ass honest with you. A cheeseburger at McDonald's tastes today just like a cheeseburger at McDonald's tasted back in 1995. There's no change. What has changed is people's willingness to pay money for it. That's all that's changed. McDonald's had to do 15-cent hamburger day to convince people to come and get a bunch of crappy, tiny little patty hamburgers and give them money for profit. Now people are lining up to pay $25 for a value meal over there. It's fucking insane. You know, those are called extra value meals. That's actually, so the value meal didn't always exist. And when it came out, McDonald's called them the extra value meal. Now they're called combos. And the combo is a multiplier on the price of everything. Comboing 8x until you're paying $60 to feed 2 people at a McDonald's. Think about that shit. That shit blows my mind. 15-cent hamburger day. You could go to McDonald's with $1 and get like 5 hamburgers for $1 and get change back. I got an extra fry with my McNuggets ones, and I felt like I won the lottery. Whoa. Yeah, when they fuck up and put an extra in there for you, yeah. That does feel like the lottery. One of my favorite things back in the day was you get a curly fry with your regular fries. Because the curly fry thing, I'm all about curly fries here and there, but like sometimes you just want a regular French fry. So I get a regular fry, but hiding within is a curly fry. That's an omen. That's a positive omen. When you get the rogue curly fry, it's a positive omen. 100%. The Stray. Or an extra nugget. Oh my God. Can you dare to dream? Can you dare to dream, Decepticon? Can you dare to hope? An extra nugget? I ordered a 6-piece and I got a 7-piece? Truly, no man has ever been so blessed by luck and good fortune in the history of history, right? That's the true American dream. It's not even new. The true American dream is I bought a 6-piece and got a 7-piece. Wait, you're on another channel playing pool? Ban that guy. He's not supposed to know about that. Rebooting. 15 cents hamburgers. 50. A 4-piece is like $5 now. That's fucking wild. Dude, I'm going to be straight up with you. They didn't even offer a 4-piece back in the day. They were like, too chintzy. We can't even really charge money for that, so we got to at least give them 6. They wouldn't even give you a 4-piece back in the day because the shit was so... It's just like they're giving it away. It cost them basically nothing because it's made with chicken scraps, right? Bleached chicken scraps. Mmm. Toddler eats a 4-piece meal. I mean, yeah, dude. I don't even know, dude. A 4-piece. You would just get like. Here's what happened back in my day. You had a toddler. They were hungry. You get them a 6-piece meal. You eat 3 of the fucking 6 pieces. You know what I mean? This 4-piece thing is just a new way for them to charge you $9 for processed chicken parts. It's fucking wild, bro. The world has gone insane. 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 The world is insane. The world is insane. I can't put down the mug. I can't put down the mug. Sipping on caffeine. Can't put down the mug. Sipping on coffee beans. Sipping on coffee beans. I saw a Reddit post where a guy posted his 5 Guys receipt for $24, a burger, fries, and soda. Yeah, no, it's wild. Oh. Holy fuck. That was a sneeze. Oh, there's another one in there. Ah. Dude, I used to hold my sneezes in, like stifle them, like dude, you can just like blow a brain bubble and die, dude. You gotta let them sneezes out. $24 for a burger, fries, and a soda. At a fucking fast food joint. The world is a vampire. Bow, 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 bow. I'm starting to know what fucking I'm starting to know what Billy Corgan was talking about there. Cheaper to make at home and better. How do you make a chicken nugget at home? I really don't think you can make, you can make a chicken tendy at home, but a tendy is not a nugget. How do you make a chicken nugget at home? I have never gone over to somebody's house one time in my life. What are we having? Homemade chicken nuggets. Oh, really? Yeah. Homemade, golden, crispy, deep fried chicken nuggets. Nobody, not one time in my life. And I've been alive a long time. Okay. I've gone to a lot of dinners. I've supped. I ate. Okay. I've dined. Oh boy. What do we do? Where's my chat? Oh, there it is. Okay. I could bring you guys up on the main screen. It's the most difficult dish you've ever made. The thing that I make best that requires the most finesse is a good filet mignon, like a pan-seared, butter-basted, perfect medium rare filet. Like it just requires a whole lot of attention to detail and a whole lot of repetition and knowing when to do what, right? And I'm really good with a good piece of meat. I know how to work a thick piece of meat. You know what I mean? Really work that meat. Yeah. A thick piece of meat. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I haven't done it in years. I think I made filet mignons for the Kirks for something. I can't remember what it was. It was when we were all living together. And uh, Galen came over, and it was just a whole house load of people. And I did about 8 fillets that night. And they were awesome. Cast iron seared, butter basted fillets. Prove it, Paul. I want to see you work a thick piece of meat. You sick fuck, naughty priest. You sick bastard, naughty priest. Why you gotta turn everything sexual, naughty priest? I'm over here talking about a good thick piece of meat, and you gotta make everything sexual. Is it true Scotty's a good barbecuer? I have to be fucking dead ass honest with you. I have barbecued for Scotty 3 or 4 times, probably. Scotty has never barbecued for me. Never seen Scotty standing at the grill. Now, that doesn't mean dude's not an accomplished barbecue magician. But I ain't never seen a motherfucker cue, I can't tell you. If you can cue, you can cue. And if you can't cue, you can't cue. I have to see. You can't tell me you can cue. You can show me. Okay? I don't know. I don't know if Scotty be cueing or not. I've heard tales. I've heard tales of a Scotty barbecue, but I've never partaken in one. Never been invited to one. One thing about steak, I'm guessing, is that once you have one, you just don't want another one for a while. Huh? Dude, somebody's been cooking you some shoe leather ass steaks, bro. Cause that ain't the way it is at all, homie. Like everybody loves a steak. I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. What makes you feel human and what reminds you of your own mortality? I gotta be fucking completely honest with you, man. You death obsessed, cold, frigid islanders. My mother is entirely morbid. She's a very morbid person. I don't think she would like call herself that or label herself that. She might even dispute it. But I know her as a very morbid and death obsessed person. My father is now kind of a morbid and death obsessed person in his older age. I'm not. I'm not. I know about death. I accept death as part of life. I know that one day I will die. Okay? Memento mori, right? I know how to remember death, but I don't spend my life in contemplation of an event that consists of the end of that life. What's the point? What's the point of making plans for the final event that will happen to you? Ever. I don't know. Every last person in this chat is a dead person. Your days are numbered. You know what I mean? If that bothers you, I'm sorry. But it doesn't bother me at all. It's also not something that I spend a whole lot of time contemplating. Overly contemplating. Death is, right? One day it'll come. For me, for you. But I don't live in morbidity. I don't live in contemplation of the moment that my life ends. And I probably very easily could have gone down that road. Yeah, I was definitely raised, at least, when I was younger, my mom was definitely that way, for sure. And now she's even more that way now that she's older. She's even more morbid. Intensely morbid. Hey, baby.
I'm gonna try breaking outside again.
Yeah, I can't make up my mind. Well, my back has been fucked, so I'm just like uncomfortable everywhere. So I just kind of cycle between spots now. It's like, oh, let's try being uncomfortable outside in that uncomfortable spot. Whoa.
I mean, you could always go downstairs, but also outside in your rocking chair.
Yep. Oh, Peaches, death comes for us all. Yeah, it really is that. She's like like somebody in an old tribe singing a dirge for the dead. Just every time you speak to her, it's morbidity on top of morbidity. I remember one time, this was years ago, so it goes to show you that this still goes on. It was with my ex-wife. It was one of the first times that my ex-wife had met my mom. So it was before I was even married. But my mom sat down and was like, started telling a story about how, this is just like, why? Starts telling a story about how when her mother died, she went and did her mother's corpse's makeup and hair because she didn't trust the funeral home to get it right and make it look like her. And then she looked straight at me and was like, you're going to have to do that. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. You better hope one of my sisters cares enough that your makeup looks exactly how you would have wanted it. Because I'm not doing that.
I mean, at this point, she doesn't even wear that much.
Yeah, I mean, this was a different time. But still, like, you have to put makeup on a corpse anyway.
I mean, I've seen it done in person. I shadowed someone one time, and it's mainly just trying to even out the skin tone.
Right. Trying to make them look somewhat alive one last time.
Or just at least not,
gray and blotchy and weird, yeah. So it's just like, that ain't happening, Mom. That ain't fucking happening. And she got all offended about it, like I'm supposed to be her fucking, like, it's It's like that whole conversation is that's a wild one, but it's just like piles of that type of shit. It'll just come up out of nowhere. Just out of fucking nowhere. She'll be talking. It's hard for me to even like give you an example of how she segues into it too. Because there's nothing normal about it. It's not like we were heading down that road talking about things here, there, and everywhere. And it's just like, I've had this tactic with her for like 10 years, which is every time she brings it up, I ask her a question that drives her insane. I go, hey, did you get that living will done? Because she'll start talking about what a pain in the ass it was when her parents died, getting all the stuff and not probate, but like getting all the stuff like divided up amongst the kids and who took what. And it was just a pain in the ass. And right. And she will talk about that endlessly, about how, oh, when I die, you guys are going to have a wonderful time going through all this shit that I got up in the attic and all the stuff in this house, blah, blah, blah. She'll just go on, right? And I will just tell her, I was like, man, you really could make all that easy by getting a fucking living will and trust or whatever and just get it set up so that there's no confusion when you die. That really would be kind of neat if you did that. Dude, I bring that up and it's because she doesn't want to do that. Clearly. She
wants you to remember her list of 50 things that she said.
Right. She wants to sit and have a series of conversations with me by which she talks about her death and lets me know as the eldest how she would like things to be delineated. And I'm going to remember all her wishes to a T. And I've told her before in these conversations, I was like, Mama, I don't even think I'm going to be the one handling that. I was like, I don't live near you guys. This was back when I was living in Louisiana. I don't live anywhere near you guys. It makes no sense for me to like show up on the scene and divvy up your shit. So your wishes need to be codified, because I don't know. And it probably ain't even gonna be me. You know, it's just like you have to have these conversations with your mother over the course of like 20 years.
Dinosaur stole my coat.
That is a saucy chicken.
Yeah.
Like all the hobbits selling off. Yeah, dude, selling off Bag End while he's still alive. The Sackville Bagginses. The Sackville Bagginses have shown up, dude. You know what they want. They want Bag End. Paul, what drives society? Oh, I have no fucking clue, dude. I have no clue what drives society, homie. Cash. Cash moves everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Cash moves everything around me. What about the second question? There was two. You doubled up, you son of a bitch. What happened? The world population would stop growing. You know, we would get like an aging society. There would be less people capable of doing jobs, and slowly but surely society would unravel, probably as it exists now. Probably for the betterment of all in the planet, but a lot of people fear that sort of like correction. It's more than clear to me from the conflict, from the environmental devastation that we wreak just in our living, that there are far too many of us. We have outstripped this planet's ability to perpetually grow in its output, and it's inevitable that a correction is going to happen. We see this in nature all the time, and we think we are annealed and immune. It's like in nature, you see all the time. Fallow deer or whatever the fuck will just like explode. White-tailed deer will explode, and they literally will be out there in the woods starving because they've eaten everything. The saucy chicken. And so we see it happening in nature, and we go like, ooh, that's an interesting property of nature, but nobody ever applies it to us, who is spread to every continent on this planet like a virus, and used up every natural resource we come in contact with. Yeah, we're definitely not overpopulating and fucking eating ourselves out of house and home, right? Give me a break. So at some point, it's inevitable that there's going to be a massive correction in human population. It's just a matter of at the hands of what. Our technology has allowed us to escape certain things that probably would have wiped us out. How far is that going to go? Like, how far can we push the limits of the ecosystem that we rely on? How much selfishness and personal accumulation can this world survive? And how many of us pursuing that same thing can the world survive, right? What does that make us then? A virus. Oh, yeah? That sounds good. I think they'll like that.
I'm going to leave off the nuts just in case.
Yeah. Oh, just in case there's a nut allergy over there? Yeah.
I think it'll still be good without.
I mean, you could go over and ask.
Yeah.
You could just go knock and say, hey, neighbors, I'm making you some stuff. Any nut allergies? Because I'm making you a pie that's got nuts. I mean, you could. But, yeah, you could just go play it safe. Or give them the little candied pecans in a little container and be like, hey, you can put these on top. Yeah. Man is the most insane species. He worships an invisible God and destroys a visible nature, unaware that this nature he's destroying is the God he's worshiping. Hubert Reeves. I don't know that I've heard that before, but that is dead ass true. I am the central scrutinizer. Anybody know where the central scrutinizer is from? Anybody know that reference? Is there anybody based in the chat right now that doesn't have to go use Google? Because if you Google, you're not based. If you know, though, if you are aware of the central scrutinizer, it's pretty fucking. You Googled it, but won't reveal. Yeah, it's it's not like I don't blame you guys for not getting it, but I will say that typically people will, 2 or 3 people will get the references that I'll sometimes make in my titles. A bunch of people knew Tangerine Dream. The Central Scrutinizer is from Joe's Garage, which is a musical written by Frank Zappa. And it's one of the characters that I want to play in on the stage. I think I'd be a great Central Scrutinizer. Sort of controller is this? This is a King Kong 2. Oh, fuck. I ordered it after looking, because look, I used to have this Xbox 360 wired controller. And I was like, dude, that was the perfect controller for me. And it lasted forever, but then the sticks got all drifty and I had to replace. And I'm super picky about controllers. And so I found this one. It's a Chinese controller. I think it's called the King. This one is the King Kong 2. It's by Ghoulie. I can't fucking, dude, I need my fucking glasses. Jesus. Blinder than a fucking bat. Let me take care of some light. Let me shed some light on the situation too. That'll help. Oh, I fucking turned them off. Of course I did. But anyway, it's a Chinese controller that feels very much like an old Xbox controller in the hand. And it's very like heavy and heavy duty, well made. And it's got those new sticks that aren't as susceptible to drift. I can't remember what they are called, but they're not the old style of analog sticks. They're a newer style of analog stick. I don't know. Yeah, I've been using it for a while. Folks, please contact your congressman and tell them to stop this trade war, which will devastate both nations. What are we talking about? The Hall effect in place of potential meters. Yeah, I have no fucking clue, but it works really well. It's a really nice controller. Very much like the same thing as an old Xbox controller, about the same size. Really love the triggers on it. Like, these are very comfortable. Shoulder buttons are very clicky and comfortable. These are all things that like I have to have in a controller. I have to have a little bit of feedback from the buttons. Face buttons are all real nice and responsive, easy to hit, clicky. These are the star, because these triggers are sensitive. They're pressure sensitive triggers for games that support that kind of control. And so they have a different feel. They're very... You running PC? Yeah. Here, I'll show you my little rig as it stands right now. There she is. Yeah. I haven't even taken the sticker off of it. It's tested though. Yeah. That's the PC. That's Mother Brain, the PC. Yeah, it's a Starforge, yeah. Looks small. It's a full-size tower. Apart from stick drift, I love that. Yeah, see, that is just a preference. I hate the PS5 controller. I hate the PlayStation controllers. I've always hated them. Since the very first PlayStation controller, I've hated using them. I think they're some of the worst controllers ever. But that's just me. You know what I mean? I think they suck. Yep, not sure why they still do joysticks on the same height. Yeah. Straight in the middle. It just fucking makes me feel like I'm doing this when I'm gaming. It just gives me thumb cramps looking at it. It's like trying to play on those little Joy-Cons where you got it turned sideways. Like fuck that. The way these sticks are put apart is perfect. It's perfect for what you want your thumb to be doing elsewhere. Just very well designed. We love it. We love it. We want some more of it. And more, I'm all about fucking controller gaming too. Because I can't be all like sweaty, hunched over my computer, keyboard and mousing my way through these fucking games, dude. I'm playing with controller. You believe. Trust and believe. Yeah, it's comfortable. I can kick back and just kind of play the game. I don't have to be all like... You know what I mean? I can just do that here. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm dead. Just too fucking try hard these days, everything. It's time to chill. It's time to chill the fuck out, says I. Oh yeah, I'm sitting in my PC. This is the one I use as a controller. I use a controller for any game that supports it, pretty much. Does Taylor play Marvel on a mouse or controller? I think she's playing on a PS5, if I'm not mistaken. So, she plays on controller. But that game is kind of designed for controller, so... You remember when the PS3 was first revealed and its controller looked like a boomerang? Oh my god, that big silver monstrosity. Yeah. That was hideous. It's like, I don't care if the controller looks cool. I care about the functionality of the controller. You gonna get a Switch too? Probably not. I'm not a big console guy anymore, man. Just like I refused to get scammed into the PS5 shit. I never got an Xbox One X or whatever the fucking new thing is. I never got the new Xbox. So this whole console generation, with the exception of a Switch, which was a gift. So I sat this whole console generation out, and I don't regret it. I think that consoles have maybe 2 more generations in them before they're just integrated. It's just you're just gonna buy a mini PC, a mini gaming PC. It's just like slowly but surely making less and less sense for these competing companies because now they just license the games eventually so you can play all of the games on all of the platforms. It just doesn't make sense anymore. You know? Switch 2 is going to be $700 plus. That's another thing about them too, is like, dude, I'm from the days where like a new console was set you back a couple $100, right? And that money was worth a lot more back in those days too. So, but you know, like $700 is absurd. It is absurd. You want me to walk into a place and pay $700 to set up a console, get a couple games, get a controller to go with the other one. You want me to pay $700 for that, plus in some cases. It's like, nah. Layaway at Kmart. Yeah. PS5 Pro was $700 when it came out. That dude, PlayStation really nuked me, bro. Because you know what happened? I was kind of the same way going from PS3 to PS4. I waited a long ass time. And then they came out, you guys remember, they came out with a PS4 Slim. And I was like, all right, that looks fucking decent. Or sorry, the PS3. No, PS4. PS4 Slim. And I was like, all right, that looks fucking decent. It's small, it's, you know. So I got one. I shit you not, like a week after I got it, they announced the PS4 Pro, which, you know, was like made my PS4 Slim basically like last generation. Like that butt fucking, when I finally did decide, like, I'm gonna get a console, and then my console was immediately worth shit, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do PC gaming. Yeah, I play PC. My card costs more than that $700. That's the point, though. Is my PC, in which the card in it probably costs $400 or $500, I would guess. My PC is gonna be industry standard for 4 or 5 years, right? And it's not gonna come out. It's not gonna come out with a new version of it that's required to play all the games. Like, that's the idea. Instead of owning 5 or 6 or 10 different fucking consoles, I own one. And if you want me to play your game, you better put it on this platform. Because otherwise, I'm not going to play your game. So Nintendo can suck a fat dick. But you know what? I don't need to play Bop the Bunny on the Head simulator. I played that since I was like 6 years old, bro. I don't need to play Cartoon Guy has a balloon fight type of fucking Zelda shit. I just don't need it, bro. So I'm cool with Nintendo staying in its own little fucking ecosystem, okay? For the rest of you out there, you know, game developers out there, you want to play your game, put it on fucking PC. Metroid Prime ain't kitty. Okay. My bad. Sorry, Nintendo. Will robot prostitutes be a thing in the future? I don't really think robot prostitute works. A prostitute is a person who sells sexual access to their body for money. A robot cannot give or whatever. It just doesn't have agency. So it's not going to be the one profiting at all. And you'd say, like, well, yeah, a lot of time the pimp is the one that profits, but it's just like there's no agency to a robot. So I don't think robot prostitute works. Like, it just doesn't seem like it works in my mind as conceptually. Now, like an android prostitute or a synthetic prostitute or whatever, that I can see. But robot is like, it's like a machine, you know. Sex bot subscription and rental. Yeah. You dial a number, somebody discreetly delivers a sex bot to you, nice and clean and refurbished. You fuck it, put it back in the box, goes to the plant to be hosed out, and then goes on to the next guy. Oh my God, dude. What a gross fucking future. What a disgusting future, dude. Oh man, what a disgusting species. Oh. Nothing fucking above it, dude. We're above nothing. We will stoop to whatever we can to bust a nut. We just will. There's no bottom. Well, there are a lot of bottoms, but there is no bottom. You know what I mean? Oh, man. I can't do VR, bro. I'm too boomer. It's too spookily dookily to me. I'm just afraid of it, dude. I had a VR helmet that somebody gifted me, or a VR visor thing. I had a Quest VR thing for a long ass fucking time. I gave it away. It sat in a box in my closet like an ominous omen. And I was just like, dude, I don't need to live the game. To me, the cool thing about a video game is I'm sitting, I'm enthralled with this one thing, but I'm out here playing it. So when a demon roasts me in fire, you know what I mean? I'm not actually getting roasted in fire, right? I don't need to be that fucking engaged with the video game, bro. I don't need it to be plugged into my goddamn fucking brain. I don't need to fucking be looking around with my real head and seeing demons pouring lava down my throat, bro. I can fucking have fun in a game going, oh no, my guy died. I don't need to be the guy. You know what I mean? I just don't have that. I don't have the desire in me to be the guy. Right? I'm fine with Mario being the guy. VR is old news. AR is coming. All the R's. What about QR, man? What about the double R when it gets to that? Because it's going to be all the R's, all the realities. So it's going to be virtual reality. No, no, no. Augmented reality. No, 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 no. Simplified reality. No, 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 no. Perfect reality. No, 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 no. It's going to be, oh, it's just going to be that, dude. Lots of R's. How about the hard R? No, that's not in the future. Not in your future anyway, Froggy Man. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm done talking to all of you. Good night.